see them all cut up, patched up. We have been crushing walleyes. We're up at Sunset Country Outfitters, Rainy Lake, catching them on the fun stuff, and we have been crushing them. We actually got up here yesterday, and it was nasty. I tried to film. It was blowing 30-mile-per-hour gusts. Rained the entire day besides maybe an hour period, but we just demolished the fish. They were just chewing, so you're probably seeing some of that footage right now because I'm assuming the audio is non-existent, but they were absolutely demolishing the freeloader. Just lunchbox fish. Been absolutely smacking the fish on the CrushCity Freeloader up here. In one of my most recent videos, I was throwing a mooch minnow, another minnow profile bait, but the difference is that's way smaller, it's thinner, it's shorter, it's more finessey. Back home, it's pressured water, it's clear water, you got fussy fish, you've seen it all, so I'm downsizing everything. And actually, a mooch minnow at home is a pretty aggressive tactic. You see us throwing jigs and crawlers and slip bobbers and trying to get fish to bite. So it's so crazy how well they eat this thing up here. But the difference is it's just a bigger body bait. We got bigger fish. They're running 24 to 26 inch, almost on the average. It's crazy, and the upper end is bigger. 27 and a half. Crush the freeloader. She's going back. You can see on the live scope, see on down imaging, there's bait fish everywhere. They're chasing smelt. Also, I'm sure some Cisco's and shiners, but there's tons of smelt eaters in here. But everything I'm doing is just bigger and beefier. I'm running it on a VMC Boxer Jig, 3/8 ounce or 1/2 ounce. It's a bass guy jig, really stout, beefy hook. I do run these around home on heavier weights when I'm snapping in cabbage weeds, trying to fish a reaction bite, places you can't throw a jig and wrap. But out here with that bigger plastic, if you were running a lighter head, this thing would fall so slow, it just wouldn't make sense. So 3/8 ounce at a minimum. I'm running a 14-pound leader. We got big toothy critters, giant pike, giant walleye. Maybe can't see it, but there's a big 4-inch plastic in there. But they are munching. What a special fish. And there's nothing finesse about this. I'm just running through aggressive fish, picking off those big ones. I think I mentioned earlier, but a 7/1 medium extra fast rod, 10-pound braid, only because I didn't want to re-spool with 15. And yeah, we're chasing these big walleyes that are roaming. I've been using it to catch fish up on top of humps, but also out off the edge that are suspended, just following that bait fish around, moseying around, looking for the next meal. But what's cool is you can kind of fish this anyway. So I can snap it and pop it up above those suspended fish. If they're not interested or following it down, I can let it crash all the way down, and then I can snap it almost like a jigging wrap on bottom, but I can reel it right back up and work it in the middle of the water column. So it's been a really fun tool, whether I'm up in 7, 8, 9, 10 feet of water, or you're over 50 feet of water, but those fish are suspended just 10 or 15 feet down. And they are crushing it. And like I said, smelt is the primary thing they're chasing around, so I've just been using these shaddy looking profiles and colors. I think this one's like a albino or pearl or the greenback, but they all are really shaddy colors because this bait was actually designed to be a chatterbait trailer for those bass heads down south. But man, it makes an awesome one for just chasing those big nomadic fish. Couple quick tricks for you. I'm gonna grab something. You wanna follow me up here? I don't wanna show this necessarily. Oh, it's actually in my pocket. But here's one little trick for you. That hollow swim bait belly, I either take some, like a paste type scent. It could be billy rub, it could be this is bait pop. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but this is something I've been doing. Jamming it in there, filling it full of scent. And it's got little sparkles and glitter and whatnot. And it's just kind of a little cheat code in this dirty water. Just to have a little scent, and that's if you have one that's a little bit fussy and doesn't want to commit to biting. Usually there's kind of two different moods of fish. They're either going to come up and absolutely demolish it, or they're going to kind of finagle and follow it around. And you can try to stay on those, but you're better off just moving, covering water, staying on top of them. These last couple days, or it's only been one day, holy smokes, has been absolutely wild, because when they eat this thing, they just demolish it. The rain finally stopped, but the wind didn't, and neither did the fish. Oh, I just had to wait all day for it to stop raining. But this is just day one, and it has been wild, and all I've done is scouted out a few different areas, and there's just kind of fish everywhere. It's gonna be a magical couple days. I want to see how big this one is before I say goodbye, because it might be the biggest of the day, just based on how dang heavy it is, if I can keep it in. You'll never guess what I caught him on. Good old freeloader. Just demolished it. I'm hoping it's not a pike, but I'm pretty sure it's a big walleye. Oh yeah, why do I not have the net up here? Got a couple more days of fishing up here. Sunset Country Outfitters. So freaking pumped. It's day one. It's been nasty. It's been gnarly. And the fishing's been gnarly too. Alright. I'll be back soon.